View. It's kind of hard to say. We haven't seen some of the teams that are going to be there, some of the top teams that are going to be there. But I think I was kind of cross-referencing some matches, looking at our NAI matches that we've had and the NCAA matches that we have had. And I do think we can do better than what our ranking is. I think we're definitely in the top 5. Our goal this year was to be top 3, and I think that if we perform well that day, that we can do that.
And then, kind of with practice leading up to the regional tournament this weekend, what's kind of been the focus in the room?
So right now at this phase that we're in, it's been a lot of just trying to keep them healthy and happy. I think I was talking to our weightlifting coach, Coach Carson Pfeiffer, and we were saying that at this time of year, not just for wrestling, but in a lot of sports, the teams that want to be there still are the teams that end up performing well. So right now our focus has been keeping them engaged and keeping them wanting to be there, making sure they're still having fun and keeping a curiosity towards the sport and still getting better, but really the focus is keeping them wanting to be there.
Questions?
So, Marissa, you've been competing with national teams and Mesa. How are you feeling going into regionals? Because you've seen a lot of different people this year.
I feel great, honestly. I think wrestling in September opened a lot of opportunities for me to train with people who challenge me even more so outside of college, and I've got to work on some of my goals in college and outside of college, and I feel like every tournament now is just practice to get better for what's to come in the future.
And you don't have a broken hand.
Yeah, as Amanda said, like keeping us healthy and keeping us wanting to be there and loving the sport. Right now practices are a little bit lighter. Maybe it's because I had 2 back-to-back injuries leading into nationals last year.
This is your first go-round with the collegiate regional, and you've had such a great season. What are you, other than winning it all, what's kind of your goal for the week?
I'm just super duper excited to wrestle the new competition. Like it's a whole new batch of girls that I haven't seen before this season, and one of the girls I haven't wrestled in 4 years, and then most of them I haven't wrestled ever. And I'm very excited just to go out there and wrestle well. The main thing I've been working on right now with Coach Hendey is actually forgetting about winning it. That's not the focus. My goal isn't to win. My goal is to go out there, execute technique, and have joy in what I do, and just excel in that area. So that's my goal for this week.
Coach kind of talked about you guys facing teams in the regional that you haven't really seen all season. Does that kind of help to be able to wrestle a new person and not just be like, okay, this is what you're expecting of this match?
I think it's great. Like for me, this is my 3rd season wrestling, and I've seen most of these people before. If I haven't, then it's just a wrestling match. It's just another match. You just treat it the same way. You're still focusing on what you do rather than what your opponent does, and still finding ways to execute your technique.
Is it kind of the same for you as well? Just going in there and getting the job done?
Yeah, I've never seen these people, so it's more of a good time for me. It's less work. It's more exciting. It's not my 3rd regional, it's my 1st. It's not my 3rd time going to nationals. It's not my 3rd time or 6th time flying on a plane. They're all firsts for me. So this is actually the first time I even have to pack a suitcase for a tournament. So I'm very excited even to just do that. Me and Marissa have matching suitcases, so it should be nice.
Marissa's never unpacked. with just trying to have them focus on technique and doing what they do, does it kind of hopefully take some of the pressure and the nerves out of the equation?
Yeah, I think so. I think that sports psych stuff and mental is it's not something that's talked about as much as the technical side of things, but definitely with our girls that do tend to get nervous, I try to talk to them about it more and see what they need specifically. And we have touched on some of that stuff, but everyone is so unique in what they need. Some people need to be amped up more, some people need to be calmed down a little bit, but the commonality between those 2 types of people is that the job is the same, right? Like go out there and execute technique. So we do focus on that a lot, and we say if you win the positions, you'll get the points, and if you get the points, you'll win the match. So focus on what you can control, because there's so many outside factors, whether it's the ref or the environment, the mat, whatever it is. There's a lot of uncontrollables. So you can't control whether you're going to win the match, but you can control winning position. So we try to focus on that.
Question of the week.
With yesterday being Valentine's Day, who is your celebrity crush?
Let's work from that. Let's work from this side of the table.
Ryan Reynolds.
Coach Mandy, you gotta go. It's the question of the week.
Dead or alive? Heath Ledger?
Specifically from that movie, not Heath Ledger. I like Marvin from Too Hot to Handle. Really the only Too Hot to Handle. Great show. Say.